Well, last time when I was trying to buy fake Lego BMW M1000 RR set that would be based on 2022's Lego one, I got myself this puny thing. Yeah, and we all know how that went. If you don't know, watch the video I made about it. However, I do not give up that easily. So I went on AliExpress again and I found another seller who was selling the set I was looking for just around 20 euros. So I bought it, and this time I actually received this huge bag. So what's on the inside? Oh no, bags are falling everywhere. Well, but you can see we have a lot, and I mean a lot of pieces here. So that means this time really it is almost 2000 pieces for the set. But let's take a closer look at the things that we have. So first of all, the manual. I love it. I love it, BMC. Yeah, and the logo is also a little different than the BMW one, but by the looks of it, it is the right set. So, oh, we have the stickers. Yeah, and the stickers actually say the name correctly and has the correct logo on them, which is nice. That means that we can actually use them. And further on, yeah, the manual looks good enough, but I will have more comments about it once I'm done with the set. So, without further ado, I will assemble it and then I will tell you all about it. Well, look at this chunky thing. Wow, not only it is chunky, it is quite large. Yes, that's because it's actually 1:5 scale from the real thing, and for me this is the largest set that I think I have ever constructed, as it had almost 2000 pieces. And to shred any doubts, yes indeed, this is one-to-one copy from LEGO's 2022's BMW M1000 RR set. And once again, I must say the designers in LEGO company has done a really good job by coming up with this design, because it looks absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. And it has quite few moving parts. Let's start with the steering wheel. Yes, indeed, we can steer the front wheel right here. And we also have this suspension for the front wheel and the back wheel. As usual with these bikes, we have the chain spinning around the back wheel that is connected to the engine inside. This time we have 4 cylinders. Unfortunately, they are covered by the outer shelling of the bike, so we can't actually see them. However, this model also has something like a gearbox where you can shift between 2 gears with this switch over here. Although I must comment, at least in my version, it feels really stiff to do so, and I don't know how it was like in a original Lego thing. But now let's talk about the specifics on what you can get when you buy these fake Legos from AliExpress. So let's start with the manual. Well, here it is in all of its glory, and yeah, I already laughed at this naming over here. But yeah, that's not a big deal, because anywhere on the set itself it actually uses legit BMW branding, and there are no like ridiculous writings anywhere on the set itself, except of course the manual. But if we talk about how good is the manual, it's actually pretty well done, and I have no complaints whatsoever. The images are large enough and the layout of them isn't confusing at all. You can easily follow them. Yeah, and basically that's it. I don't have anything else to tell you about it. It's just good. Well, the next thing that is usually the most important part for this set is the quality of the bricks. Well, here I must say that the plastic for these bricks feels actually pretty good. It's quite soft, so the pieces are actually quite pleasant to put together, and they do not cut in your fingers too much when you are pressing onto them. Also, the molds are quite good because although we have a little bit of variation in how tight the pieces fit together, it's not terrible. The pieces themselves actually fit together pretty good. But one thing I wanted to comment is that once again we can see that there are some pieces that not been like fully molded in a process. And we have these unfinished like corners of one bit, and also there is one piece that I wasn't able to use, and that is this little guy, because this piece right here needed to have like a knob over here, but it has not been molded properly, and unfortunately I didn't have like a replacement piece. So I actually complete a design without using that piece, and the part where it should have been is right here. We can actually see that there is this brown cross beam sticking out. But fortunately for me, the design holds together good enough, even though we don't use that part over there. And speaking of holding together nicely, yes, this whole design is pretty sturdy, and I mean, it does not fall apart in a slightest. I mean, you can clearly like just grab it in your hands, and there's no particular points that I would consider like weak points that you should pay extra attention when trying to pick this thing up. And yeah, it also has quite nice weight to it. But I assume it's still a little bit lighter than the real Lego stuff would be, because Lego bricks themselves are made from a little bit heavier plastic. Another comment regardless the quality I wanted to make is about the front wheel. I mean, it's not bad, you can spin it around, but it does have a little bit of a drag against this top shield, because it feels a little bit too puffy. If you like press it down and let it kind of like sink in, or you actually squeeze it in with your finger, the wheel does turn a little bit better, but I think it's just the thing that that the wheel is just a little bit too puffed up. However, the drag is not enough to completely prevent the movement of the front wheel, which is good. With this set we also have two stands. First one is with the information of the BMW bike, that you can like just stick it down here, and you can make the bike stand on it like this. And the second stand looks like this. It is supposed to hold bike by the back wheel like this, and yeah, I can also show it from the side. Basically these two beams go inside the grooves right here, and I think that's a nice touch to give you like two ways to display this set. Also, as you can see, we have a piece with a sticker on here. It is some sort of a speedometer thing going on, and within the set we actually get two more pieces to choose from to use at that point right there, and that's again a very nice thing. And speaking of spare bits, we actually get quite few within the set, and once again that's pretty nice because these bricks are quite good quality. And speaking of good quality, the stickers of this set is also done pretty good. They are good quality, the colors are great, and they are printed on a very nice paper that is kind of like a plasticky feeling, and they stick to the bricks really good. So I will spin this thing around to give you a nice look from all the angles. Yeah, you can see how it looks from the top. The other side, we also have like this attention to detail when it comes to like exhaust pipe. We have these wires connected to the brakes in the back and in the front. Again, very nice details indeed. However, I must say I'm not the biggest fan of how it looks from the front, and that's mainly because of these things, but yeah, they do replicate the real stuff, and I get it why they are there. So, to conclude, although we have some pieces within a set that are not properly molded, the overall quality of them is decent enough, and I mean, for the price, I cannot argue with what we get over here. At least for me, this set feels like a great value for the price. Just keep in mind that when you buy these sets from AliExpress, they can come from different factories and the plastic quality may vary. So if you see a set with like this fake nonsense on the manual, that's a good sign, because that means you're gonna get the quality I got right here. So, I think I have given you enough information to make up your own mind whether a set like this would be worth it for you. So, I want to say a huge thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please leave a like, drop a comment, and maybe subscribe to my channel. Huge thank you one more time, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Wee. Yeah. Thick boy. This is a thick boy.